always constantly and keep spamming and telling y'all to control your anger, be able to control your emotions, because one bad situation can change the rest of your life. One bad situation can change your future. And this ain't a better example. I don't know what is. Now, I don't know what's the worst part about the situation. The fact that this all might have happened over a dude, the fact that an 18-year-old had to lose their life in the midst of all this, or the fact that there are 3 kids out here without their mom at home because of this BS. This is why I tell y'all, man, be careful what y'all doing. Control your emotions. Sometimes it's best to walk away because you don't have to end up in situations like this, bro. This is sad, but I really do hope that the right party get justice, because this is literally a situation that could have been avoided, but it got to be dealt with, bro. Bro, it's Lucas J here, y'all, back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a crazy and a very wild and just alarming video to talk about. Now, it seems like in today's classroom, y'all, we got a TikTok star that's been going viral all on social media after she allegedly took the life of a female over an argument about a guy. And it's been going crazy and it's been stemming everywhere because both parties are telling their sides of the story and something is not adding up and people are having mixed feelings. Now, we're going to talk about it and I'm going to break down everything and get into it. But before we do, real quick, y'all know my little routine. Just hit that like button, you feel me? And comment, tap in if y'all tapped in down below, bro. Life of a young woman. And people are saying that this all happened over an argument about a man. Now, if y'all are unaware of a TikTok that goes by the name of Lil G or Lil G4 or something like that, he used to go viral back in like 2022, 2023 for just literally saying like back in blood, trying like, yes, sir, whatever. He did make this funny little face. And literally, bro, he would just go viral for it for no reason.
Back in blood challenge, yes, sir. 4, 5 shots, yes, sir. Hold on.
4, 5 shots. We be good to spin a nigga back.
Shorty said the addy get you line about that.
Nigga tryna run up, then I empty out the Glock.
Now, as y'all see, you can see a short little Mexican guy. He'll say like back in blood channel, yes, son. He'll do his little dance. And he had the whole TikTok hooked by because he would go viral for it, but also other people would be doing it with him. Now, in the midst of that, I don't know if y'all noticed, but you can see a young black girl behind him, a beautiful black girl. Well, that happens to be his BM, former girlfriend, Jada Michelle. And this is the person that's actually involved in this whole situation. This story from my mouth instead of the internet trolls. On the night of June 11th, an incident occurred where Jada was jumped at a party. Jada got away from the aggressors and fled into the home. The girl then proceeded to come into the home after her, continue attacking her, which then Jada defended herself. Someone was severely injured. Law enforcement arrived to the scene where Jada cooperated 100% with law enforcement. She was arrested that night. I'm asking my supporters, family, to please help with getting Jada home. She has a bond set with Harris County for $250,000. Thank. The funds also will be used for her bond, hiring an attorney, and supporting our daughters. With Jada being away, I'm the only financial support for my daughters. This is Jada's first offense, and she hasn't been in any type of trouble before. She's still being held because the situation took a turn for the worse, and the other person that was involved in this fight has been removed from life support, so now Jada is being charged with murder. My baby's not understanding why their mom is not here. So many of our followers have been with us since the very beginning of our journey. Any amount that you are able to donate will be highly appreciated. We love you all. The link is in the bio. Now, as y'all see, he went on to make a post to talk about how his BM was in jail for an M and that the person that she jabbed ended up being taken on life support. So now it's not just a regular assault with a weapon, it's a murder. You feel me? Now, like I said, they will go viral for the little dances, but also they will go viral because, you know, not only would he be in the videos, it would be him, his girlfriend, which was her at the time, and their 3 kids. But it seems like he's saying that she got into a fight with the woman, and the woman ended up coming to her home and she defended herself in a very aggressive way to where the woman ended up losing her life. Now, I ended up doing my little research, doing what I do, you feel me? And I found the article, and this is what the initial report said.
Our suspect went into her apartment, was inside there, and our victim decided to follow her back into the apartment, and the fight began again. And that inside the apartment is where we're being told that our victim was stabbed in the temple by the suspect during another fight that occurred inside the apartment. The victim fell, ran out to the parking lot, collapsed again. Folks that live at the apartment tried to help her as best they could. Ambulance got there, took her to the hospital. Right now, she's currently the doctor's basically telling us that she is on life support, so it's not looking good for her. So prayers for her and her family and everything. And then the suspect, she stayed at the scene once we knocked on the door enough that she was willing to come out and talk to us. And officers are out there, investigators are going out there to just collect any kind of evidence. So right now, again, investigators are doing what they do and trying to figure out and talk to the DA's office and see where it goes from there.
Did you say they both live at that apartment complex, or one of the...
We know that the suspect does live at that apartment. The victim, we're not sure where she lives at right now.
And give the ages again of the victim and the suspect.
Our victim is 18-year-old female, and like again, she's in the hospital on life support, and our suspect is in her early 20s.
Now, as y'all see from law enforcement, that's just the surface of the situation, right? It seems like they got into a fight beforehand. The suspect ended up going home. The individual came into her home, which was actually the suspect home. They got into it again, and then she ended up stabbing her. And at the time, she was in on life support, and she got jabbed in the temple. Now, I don't know if y'all know about the temple, but that's a very, 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 very dangerous place to hit. And in boxing, when people get hit in their temple, that's why people go out. You know what I'm saying? Their legs go out or whatever. It's something. It's nothing to joke around with. The temple is a very, very sensitive place. Now, I ended up doing my research and finding the girl. Sadly, the person involved in this was an 18-year-old that goes by the name of India Adams, right? 18 years old, and she was actually the person that lost her life in this situation. So before we even proceed this video, I wanted to give a moment of silence for India, bro. Now, this 18-year-old ended up being the one that lost her life in the whole situation. And people are just disappointed because, you know, not only did a female lose her life, but an 18-year-old girl at that lost her life. But the rumors behind it is because it was by the dude. Now, this will make this situation real sticky because from one side, it seems like they got into a fight. Jada went home. The woman came to her crib. She jabbed her, whatever, because she was still being aggressive. A simple self-defense and stand your ground type of state, right? A simple stand your ground type of case. She should be easily left free. Well, it seems like somebody from the other party has disagreed, and they actually got a screen recording of the whole situation. Now, a post was put up from somebody from their side and said, since everybody want to lie and tell a different story, here's the video. India never died because of a boy. It was an argument between the two, which was about some boys being on the roof at a pool party that took place on June 5th, 2026. It then continued when they got to Jada Brothers' apartment. They stood at the door arguing. No one fought that night and no one got jumped. They then proceeded to go to the kitchen while still going back and forth. Jada waited until India turned around to jab her in her temple. India had every right to go in that apartment because she stayed with Jada for more than 30 days. According to the law in Texas, if you stayed with someone 30 plus days, you are a legal residency, meaning that she has the right to enter into the apartment. It wasn't self-defense. She jabbed her. It was intentional and on purpose. Videos don't lie. And then she posted this video. Now, listen, I truly apologize for letting y'all watch that 3-minute video with no sound. And to be honest, me watching that, I generally didn't even know what I was looking at, bro. I really feel like the best thing she could have did was just tell her side of the story without showing the video. You can just see women, but you really can't see nothing. It seemed like somebody was on FaceTime recording a call, probably just being messy, but you really can't even see nothing. So that really didn't show me no evidence, right? So she's saying that actually the girl was staying with the girl Jada, saying that the victim was staying with Jada, and saying that, you know, they had nothing to do about no boy, but it was about some guys that was on the roof at a pool party. But the story just so confusing to me. I generally just don't understand. But she's saying that Jada waited until India turned around and jabbed her in her temple, and that it was all intentional. Now, let me just say something. With all due respect, if you stab somebody, of course it's intentional. You're scared for your life. So what was your intention? Like, why would you, that's what the purpose of grabbing a knife and stab, like, to stab him, right? Like, I'm not trying to be rude, disrespectful. Like, obviously it was intentional. Like, she was scared for her life, as they're saying. But also somebody from Jada page ended up responding, and this where again the whole situation just looked real fishy. She said Jada never had a roommate. Let's make that very clear. That is falsified information. She didn't even know the victim for more than 30 days. They were newly acquainted. So she's saying, so one party is saying that she was staying with her, she was a roommate. Another party is saying that they just met. They was newly acquainted. They didn't know each other no more than 30 days, or they didn't know each other for 30 days. So the whole story is not making sense. Now, the only way for somebody to really beat a case like this, because to be real, the victim can't speak. It got to be somebody that was either there at the scene, or they got to have some type of surveillance video. Now, I'm gonna be honest, right? If this is the case where an individual was got into a fight, whether she was jumped or whatever the case, it could have been a simple fight, right? Once an individual go into their home and you come back there, you still been aggressive, you're on their property. So if I'm not mistaken, Texas is like a stand your ground type of state. That's an easy case one. Once you come to somebody's residence and you don't stay there, if your name not on the leash or nothing, I'm gonna be honest, bro, and you're aggressive and they left the situation, that's an easy self-defense. Like, I hate to say it, that's just the God honest truth. Now, if the girl did stay there and she turned around, she jabbed her, that is a little different. Stabbing somebody when they turn around is not self-defense, because they're not causing no harm to you while they turn around. But I got a feeling that this situation, I don't gonna say it was about a boy, but regardless, you know how it is when it's a lot of people, you know, pool parties in the summer, everybody and their mama be out there. It's a deep situation. Somebody got the fight, and you got a whole bunch of people that's around them being messy, bro, trying to import the situation. That's how it always is. And they trying to make them keep fighting and fighting. She might have either beat the girl Jada up, right? Whatever the case may be, or however. And now they trying to go back and fight again. Everybody got their phones out trying to record something, but everybody amped it up. And the moment they went to that girl's house, they didn't expect for her to do what she did. But now that she did what she did, not everybody want to play victim. And now they're trying to make the girl Jada look like an aggressor or this evil person. But in actuality, she was just defending herself. That's just how I'm looking at this whole situation. Now, mind you, videos could come out, things could be different. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. To do that, knowing you got 3 kids, is crazy. Most people don't think about that, why they doing that. But the fact that she got 3 kids and she's in this situation is very unfortunate, you know. But I will say something, bro. You the baby daddy, nigga. You better go sell that chain that you had on, bro, if you really want to get out of jail. I'm just saying, like, y'all be trying to come to y'all fans, ask for $250,000, and y'all be having $100,000 in jury. Nigga, go sell that jury. This is your family, not ours. You feel what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, you know, just definitely an unfortunate situation, and it's effed up, because regardless, bro, an 18-year-old being unalive is just crazy, bro. She's fresh out of high school. She haven't even lived a life yet, and she lost her life over a small moment. And I'm just hoping and praying they weren't really about a dude, because guess what? If y'all arguing about a dude, you're dead, you're in jail. Guess what that man finna do? On to your other friend, or on to somebody else. That's just the reality of life. You feel me? But prayers for both parties. If the girl Jada is free, I pray she come home. If she not, I pray that other family get closure and justice. A very unfortunate and wild situation. Now, chat, what did we learn? Think before you react. In the Bible, it says be quick to listen and slow to speak. Think about your situation before you make a decision, because one situation can cause you to ruin your life or ruin your future. Remember that. Y'all already know who it is. Look at Jay. Thank God for another day, man. Y'all be safe. Give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below, and let me know how y'all feel.